A seed can wait for years, but the moment is right. It wakes up. Think about that for a second. A tiny seed buried in the soil surrounded by darkness, silence, and pressure can remain completely still, almost lifeless, for months, even years. No movement, no growth, no sign of life. And then suddenly, without warning, it begins. It cracks open. It reaches downward and upward at the same time. It becomes something entirely new. But how does it know when to do that? How can something so small, with no brain, no eyes, no awareness, make a decision so precise that its survival depends on it? Because if it grows too early, it dies. Too late, it misses its chance. So what is it sensing? And how does it know the exact moment to begin? Welcome to Simple Things Why and How, where we explore the hidden intelligence behind the simplest things around us. Today, we're uncovering a quiet mystery buried beneath our feet. How do seeds know when to grow? At first glance, a seed doesn't look alive. It's small, dry, motionless. But inside that tiny shell is a living system in suspension, an embryo, waiting patiently, carrying everything it needs to become a plant. Not growing, just waiting. Because growth for a seed is a risk. Once it begins, there's no going back. So the seed doesn't rush. It listens, not with ears, but with signals. Signals from the world around it. Subtle changes that most of us would never notice. And only when those signals align does it begin to wake. The first signal is water. When rain falls and moisture reaches the seed, it absorbs that water, swelling slightly as if taking its first breath. This isn't just hydration, it's activation. Inside, dormant processes begin to stir. Enzymes wake up, stored nutrients start to break down. But water alone isn't enough, because a rainy day in the wrong season could be a trap. So the seed waits for another signal. Temperature. Warmth tells the seed that the environment might be safe, that winter has passed, that conditions are more stable. Some seeds even require cycles of cold before they'll grow, almost as if they need proof that a full season has gone by. It's not guessing, it's verifying. Then there's light. For certain seeds, light acts like a final confirmation, a signal that they're close enough to the surface, not buried too deep, not trapped in darkness. Others rely on the chemistry of the soil, or even the absence of competing plants nearby. Each seed has its own set of conditions, its own quiet checklist. And only when enough of those boxes are checked does something incredible happen. The seed breaks its stillness. It cracks open. A root pushes downward, searching for stability and water, while a shoot reaches upward, chasing light it has never seen before. No thoughts, no decisions, and yet, perfect timing. So the seed doesn't know in the way we think of knowing. It doesn't plan or decide. Instead, it responds perfectly to the world around it. It is tuned so precisely to its environment that when the right conditions come together, growth becomes inevitable, not a choice, but a moment that can no longer be delayed. And maybe that changes how you see something as simple as a seed, not as something lifeless, but as something patient, aware in its own way, waiting for the exact moment when the world says, now. If this made you see nature a little differently, take a moment to like the video, share it with someone who loves these quiet mysteries. And if you want to keep discovering the hidden intelligence behind everyday things, subscribe to Simple Things Why and How. Because sometimes the smallest beginnings hold the deepest secrets.